Good morning, fellow residents. I'm making a video because today is 2 years since you gave me the opportunity and elected me to be your counselor. I'm still grateful every morning when I wake up, even when I have 200 plus unread messages because the power tripped in Sydenham overnight. We've been on a political roller coaster over the last 2 years. We've had three mayors, one really good and two actually quite terrible. And we're seeing again the murmurings of the end of the ANC EFF-PA Doomsday Coalition. What comes next is quite hard to tell. Ever since the multi-party coalition in Johannesburg fell, it's felt like going to councils, like going to a parallel universe, where the truth is irrelevant and the most outlandish, libelous accusations are just accepted as gospel. It's been incredibly challenging to remain calm and collected through council meetings that have degenerated into a witch hunt against the former mayor because she dared to try and remove corrupt individuals from the city. And the entire witch hunt is premised on the lie that the DA wants to remove black professionals from Johannesburg, when it's plain to see the only reason that the multi-party ever tried to discipline an official was for corruption or ineptitude. Yesterday's council was unfortunately a mirror of the outside world, and not its own parallel universe, because it appears that the two have now merged. I felt at points yesterday that I'd stumbled into a pro-Hamas rally, where chants of active genocide of the 7 million Jews residing in Israel were shouted at the beginning and end of numerous speeches. They will deny this because they have coded it in an acceptable language, like calling for the freedom of Palestine from the river to the sea. But anyone who knows anything about this conflict, and who saw an inkling of what happened on the 7th of October, will know that the removal of Israel from the map will be accompanied by atrocities not seen since 1945. In a room full of roughly 250 so-called leaders, there was only one person, Kenny Kenani, a politician who I don't always agree with, by a long shot, who was brave enough to show some form of solidarity with the Jewish people. Don't get me wrong, it's not that every councillor is a rabid anti-Semite. A number of councillors have informed me privately where they stand, but are too scared to stand up publicly and say it because it's deemed politically sensitive. We are quickly losing our moral compass when the leaders of society are too scared to call out evil when it rears its ugly head, and when people remain silent when calls are made for actual genocide. I will keep fighting for what is correct and moral and will not be ashamed to do so. I thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to do so. Thank you.